Well, today didn't exactly go the way I had planned it to go. So, did I stay on plan or didn't I? Stay tuned. Well, if you watched my video from yesterday, I told you that I had a plan for today about lunchtime and everything. Um, I had the breakfast that was on my menu plan today. I'm going to show that to you in a minute. And then I had determined I was going to come back for lunch because I thought, I really just need to get away from my desk and away from the phone and away from the computer, even if it's just for 20 minutes. So I had determined I was going to take a lunchtime today and come home or come back to the dorm here, have a peaceful lunch before I went back to work. So that's kind of how things started. Had the breakfast I had planned. My breakfast was 3 points. And then, as per usual, it got to be about lunchtime. Other people went to lunch, and I don't like to leave the place empty. So I stayed until they got back. And by that time, it was, again, 12:30, 1 o'clock, and I was getting snacky. So I found the basket where we kept some of the other snacks for the office staff. And there were two choices there that I picked out, and I scanned them first. And I ended up taking the one that had the more points just because of the ingredients were a little bit healthier. So the one was a Member's Mark, the Better Nut, dark chocolate. It was like a granola bar, but no, it was like nuts and chocolate. Almost like the Kind bars that you see. But this was by Member's Mark. It was 6 points. That's the one I chose. So I had a morning snack of 6 points. And the other one was the Bella Vita, like chocolate bites or something like that. They were 5 points, but a lot of added sugar. So I thought, I don't want that sugar because it's going to kick something off in me. And boy, my hair is really kind of off the rails right now, isn't it? Anyway, so I thought, I'm not going to have that, even though the other one was 1 point more. So the bar was 190 calories, and I believe that the Bella Vita thing was 130 calories. It was real small. So I thought, I'm going to get more nutrients out of this chocolate and nut bar. And it had like the whole almonds in it and stuff. It was pretty good. So I had that, and then everybody came back from lunch. And I thought, well, I'm going to go to lunch. No sooner did I have that thought in my head, one of the other ladies, one of the housekeepers, radioed me and said, hey, I have the one cabin finished. I'm going to lunch. I'm going to go run into Subway. You want to go with me? And I thought, I need to get away from here for a few minutes. So I said, sure, I'll go to Subway with you. So right away I started formulating what I was going to have at Subway. And I knew Subway was in the app. So she came and picked me up, and while we're driving over to Subway, I got the app up and I'm looking to see what I can have that's reasonable. And I'm thinking, gosh, this sandwich looks good. This sandwich looks good. And, when we walked in Subway, I'm thinking, oh, that Philly steak looks really good, or the steak and cheese looks really good. And I'm looking at the points, 17 points. No, I'm not going to do that. I ended up getting a Subway salad. And I got the rotisserie chicken on it. Now, had I gotten the grilled chicken, it would have been 0 points. But I got the rotisserie chicken on it, and I got double meat, so it was 2 points. And they asked me, and I just had the veggies other than that. So the meat was so far the only thing I had on that salad. And so when the lady asked me, what kind of dressing do you want? And I said, do you have anything that's fat-free or low-fat? And she said, I have fat-free ranch. I said, good, I'll take that. So I scanned the package, and it was 1 point for the whole package of fat-free ranch. So I had a 3-point lunch. I want to make sure I'm not telling you something that I didn't. I'm wondering why it's telling me. It was 2 points. The dressing was 2 points, not 1 point. So 2 points for the chicken and 2 points for the dressing. So between breakfast, which was 3 points, the granola bar, which was 6 points, and then 4 points for lunch. Let's see, 7 and 6 is 13. So when I got home, I had 13 points. That's plenty for, 10 points for dinner. That's plenty for dinner, right? So I ended up having a 7-point dinner, and I even had dessert. So I'm not going to show you my salad or the granola bar, of course, because I didn't record those. But let me stop here, and I'll show you my breakfast. I'll show you my dinner, and then I'll show you what I made for dessert. So hang on. This is my breakfast this morning. I have eggs and toast, 2 large eggs, 0 points. This is the Sara Lee bread. 2 points for the toast. And then I've got my bananas and berries here. That's all 0 points. The banana weighed out at 133 grams. And I've got 30 grams of raspberries, 33 grams of blueberries, and about 40 grams of blackberries. But that's all 0 points. I have 1 point in my coffee. So I have a 3-point breakfast. Looks yummy, doesn't it? Right, my dinner tonight is, this is a ground bison patty. It's really, really well cooked. 60 grams, that turned out to be, for 5 points. And then my lentils is about 3/4 cup of lentils. That is 0 points. Of course, the veggies, the onions and peppers, 0 points. And then my sauerkraut, about a cup of that, also 0 points. And I just have mustard topped on the whole thing. So I have a 5-point dinner, and this takes me to 18 points for the day. Well, tonight I decided to have a dessert. I had the points. I decided to make a deconstructed baked apple. This is just 1 Cosmic Crisp apple. It weighed out at about 230 grams, 0 points. I have 1 tablespoon of monk fruit golden on there, also 0 points. Sprinkled some cinnamon on it, and there I melted 5 grams of butter in with it for 2 points. So it's a 2-point dessert, and this takes me to 20 points for the day. And I gotta tell you, this smells so good. So I ended up with a 20-point day. I'm feeling pretty good about this. This makes, so far since weigh-in, it's been a good week for me. And I'm starting to get excited again and starting to really get invested in the weight loss again. Now, I'm a daily weigher. So today, from yesterday, my scale was down 0.4. So yesterday when I told you my stats, I think I told you wrong. So yesterday, when I weighed, I was down 2 pounds from when I weighed in on Saturday. So today I'm 2.4. My total yesterday was 47.3. Today I'm 47.7. I should feel really good about that 47.7, right? So today in my Facebook memories, it popped up that 3 years ago today I had posted I was down 87.7. So I was feeling pretty good about myself all day until I saw that post on Facebook, thinking, how could I have let myself gain the 40 pounds? I mean, I know how I did it. I stopped caring. I stopped tracking, or I stopped tracking honestly. I tracked what I wanted to track. I tracked what I wanted to see, but I gained 40 pounds because I wasn't tracking everything, and I was eating more than what I said I was eating, or what I was trying to convince myself I was eating. So I guess the biggest change I've made so far this week is I've tracked every single thing I've put in my mouth, and I've weighed it out. I've measured it with my tablespoons and my grams and my milliliters, and coming up with a good point for everything that I've been eating. So yes, I'm really, really excited that things right now are going in the right way, and I'm making better choices. So, but I've told you before, I have to really stop and think about some of the choices I make, just because sometimes I've convinced myself I do want that thing more right now than I want anything that's going to be, 2 years down the road. I told you, I have a thing for donuts. Now, tomorrow, we're having another one of our luncheon meetings. We have these every Wednesday. And they went and they brought stuff in to make wraps. I think they did it for me because they know that I am trying to lose weight, and I've kind of encouraged other people in the office to join me in my endeavors. So they went to get things that we can make our own wraps with. Good thing about that is everything's measurable. And again, I can make my own choices. I don't have to eat the chips. I don't have to, I didn't really look to see what all they brought in. They just told me it was going to be a wrap lunch. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. But I think with that, I can do okay. My breakfast, I looked before I started recording this. I think what I had on my schedule was oatmeal. I think what I'm going to do instead is switch it up for what I had originally planned for lunch, which was just some non-fat Greek yogurt with some fruit. I think I'm going to make that my breakfast with my coffee. It'll be like a 1-point breakfast. And then I'll track what I have for lunch then tomorrow. And then tomorrow is another chicken day for me, but I tell you what, I'm kind of getting tired of chicken, even though I didn't have chicken tonight. But I did buy some of the Smart Ones, the frozen meals, that I'm thinking I'm going to have one of those tomorrow night for dinner. But I will show all that to you tomorrow. I just wanted to pop on and tell you I had another good day. I stayed within my points. I ended up with 20 points, and I am feeling good about being on plan again. So hopefully we're going to start seeing my weight go back down, and I'll have that 40 pounds off in no time at all, and then some, because as you know, I have a lot more to lose than just the 40. The 40 will get me down not quite to my lowest weight. So I can tell you how much I have to go to get to my lowest weight. 44.6 is what I have to lose to get down to my lowest weight. And I was down there 3 years ago. I can get down there again. So if you guys are on the struggle bus like I've been, I'm telling you, let's just start one day at a time. Take one day. Have one good day. I promise you, one good day is going to lead to 2 good days. And 2 good days can lead to 3 good days. We can do this. We can get back on the bus together. So that's all I want to say today. You guys have a great night, and I will be back tomorrow to share with you what I'm eating on the Weight Watchers plan to lose, for me, almost 150 pounds total. So I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.